Yo, what's up, sleepers? It's your boy Eddbedhead here in the Sleeping Cinema, and today I have with me
Backstab 246, also known as Aleksey.
And Otacon, also known as Otacon.
Jesus.
In May.
Yeah, filling in for Javier. He would rather work than be here today, so
He always has
What
an
a
excuse.
chump.
He has a convenient
workaholic.
excuse.
He's a workaholic.
at least he didn't
He
do
is.
it. At least he didn't do it last minute this time.
Yeah, I went to work today too.
That's true.
Yeah, I noticed.
All right, and there will be timestamps in the description for our review if you want to skip to that on the pre-recorded version. Now let's buy our tickets and grab our favorite concessions. So how's your guys' week been?
It's been pretty good. Watched a lot of stuff over the past 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Got a new car.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's blue.
Oh, fancy, dude.
Same car, just blue. And
Yeah.
newer.
And
And
newer.
newer. As a
And a better interest rate, you said, right?
hell yeah.
Yeah.
The touchscreen is pretty cool. I like it.
Oh.
It's pretty neato. I also got a new graphics card. That's neat.
Nice.
It retails for like 500, 600.
Dang, how'd you manage to get that?
I traded and also put a little money down.
Okay.
But like on scalper sites and shit, they're like $1,200.
Oh my God.
It's ridiculous.
So I got lucky. I don't know.
Well, that's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a lot of time off. What about you, Aleksey?
My
Anything
week's pretty
noteworthy?
good. Went to Comic-Con as well. So
Oh, I went to Comic-Con. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, that's right.
That was fun. All 3 days.
He met
Um,
Paige very briefly.
Yep.
Extremely briefly.
Extremely briefly.
I couldn't get away fast enough.
But yeah, it was fun. Got to take some nice pictures. Talk to new people when I did the talking. That is, didn't do much of that.
Make any new friends?
Not really. I just met my old friends at Comic-Con.
Okay, that's still pretty cool. Did you go to the after party?
No, I said fuck that.
Oh, there was an after party?
Only for VIPs.
for losers. Okay.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
losers.
I'm kidding.
For people who spend $300,
Not
wasn't it?
that much.
Was it?
It's like 180.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I went to Olive Garden afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what's up. I've been craving some Olive Garden.
It was the weather was fucking awful right after.
Oh yeah,
We
that
went
whole
to
weekend.
B-dubs.
Yeah, the whole week.
We went to B-dubs
Yeah,
after.
we went. To
Oh, you
B-dubs.
did? Did you guys buy anything at Comic-Con?
No,
I got a little figure for my brother.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's going to be listening to this, so I can't really say much because it's for
Oh.
Christmas.
I did not buy anything at Comic-Con because I was
Broke
good
as
this
fuck?
time. Well, that too. But that's why I had to hold myself back from buying stuff because normally I buy like hundreds of dollars worth of stuff. But
Yeah, May
That's how I
usually
usually
spends
am.
money
I was
too.
so disappointed.
I
Like-
was legit like fucking broke because I had to pay $7,000 for the down payment on my car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stupidly, I didn't save any of that money. Like I could have put down like 6,800 and had 200 left.
Yeah, I have a problem with my savings too, because I spent a lot of stuff like on the credit card,
Mhm.
so I've just been paying that off.
The trick for that is always pay to get your credit down to under 30% after your closing date, but before your bill date.
Yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
how you build credit.
I was just like, I
It's
want
so
all my studio
stupid.
stuff. Yeah, I know. I was just like, I want all my studio stuff now. So
Yeah.
then I spent it on the credit card, and
It's
now I'm
just-
like, well, now I got to work to pay it off.
It's really helpful. I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
It helps you build credit and stuff.
That's true.
I bought a Chrono Trigger little like 8-bit or 16-bit looking guy. He was like $40.
Oh, really?
And with that shit put a hole in my pocket like right afterwards because I had to go to Olive Garden and also
Oh,
pay for
yeah.
my sisters.
And pay for gas too, I'm assuming, and
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
It all adds up, especially this time of year, the holidays. You got to start buying people presents and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh my God, it's getting expensive. Problems of being an adult.
But with everything said and done, they actually gave me money back.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Like $4,000.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. All right. How about you, May? How's your 2 weeks been?
I learned how to sew for my guinea pigs.
Oh wow.
That's right.
I made them a bed and a potty pad.
You make any sweaters?
No, I don't think I'll make clothes. I'm just gonna make
Make
a lot
some-
of.
I asked her to make us a T-shirt,
Make some for Kingsley.
like an embroidered T-shirt.
I asked my grandma. She said I can't really do that on the machine she's giving me.
Oh, that sucks. Well, at least you can keep making. Maybe you could sell more beds to people online.
I don't know. It took like an hour just to make one bed.
But if you can make it, if you can sell it for like $20, that's $20 an hour.
Yeah.
So that'd be pretty good. All right. As for me, I've been playing the new Pokemon game, and so has Aleksey. I like the Pokemon in it, but I'm not so big a fan of this new game. I don't really like the chibi style, do you?
Chibi style.
Well, that's how it used to look like. Basically.
Yes,
Yeah,
but it's good pixelated. It's
I'd
not
ra-
good in 3D.
If they're gonna remake it, I'd rather they remake it with like the Sword and Shield. You know,
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I see your point. I mean, they could have, I don't know, like they could have made Diamonds, the style that you're talking about, and then Pearl the other one.
yeah. Just
Then Diamond would be the one that would be sold the most.
Well,
Pearl-
it'd also be an experiment.
I guess, yeah.
to see who likes what better. I also don't like the walking mechanics on it. You're always
That is a
bumping
big
into
problem.
stuff.
You really are bumping into stuff, like, because you can use the D-pad, and that doesn't let you run circles. It literally up, like straight forward or like up and down. That's it. No angles or anything. So you're not bumping into stuff that way. But when you're using the
joystick.
you're running into everything, and I mean everything.
I'm so glad I got disillusioned by Pokemon, so I could save $60 every couple of years.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's $60 right there on my credit card. I was like, I need this game.
I still enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying it. I really love that they went back to like old roots where like we just have the 8 gym leaders, the 5 elite 4 members. The difficulty spike is much more welcome compared to Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was so easy.
The quote-unquote difficulty spike of Pokemon.
Yeah, quote unquote.
This one's a lot more grindier.
A lot more grindier. I actually have to use healing items and all that stuff. I have to go back to the Pokemon centers to heal myself now. Instead of in Sword and Shield, 18 hours, I beat the game instantly in one night. That's it.
Yeah, you could basically have one overpowered Pokemon and you'd be fine.
In SMT5, I got my ass handed to me by like the first enemy. The tutorial enemy beat my ass.
No, that's how you know you're in for a good time.
So I enjoy it. Like the people who started off with Sword and Shield are not probably gonna enjoy this difficulty as much.
I agree with that.
Because
Quote unquote.
hey, you shut up.
Why aren't there Pokemon that talk shit to you in Pokemon?
You can name your Pokemon.
They won't listen to you. They might not listen to you if they don't like you very much.
In
I don't know
SMT,
yet,
in
though.
SMT, you can negotiate with demons.
They're
and like,
two different games.
What about Animal Crossing?
Oh, that,
Yeah, what if
There's
your
that.
adventures in Animal Crossing been like?
Well, I don't have the DLC yet because money, but I unlocked Brewster's Cafe now, so I can get coffee every day.
Oh.
And I started a farm next to my house, so I'm growing wheat.
So
and,
it's Minecraft now.
Yeah, I'm growing wheat and sugar canes by my house.
Gotcha. Surprisingly, Paige has gotten into Animal Crossing on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
She has played the DLC. I didn't know what the DLC was until she mentioned it.
Oh, okay.
It looks really fun, but I haven't gotten it yet.
I have the game, but I don't play it.
Yeah, but it just made me like kind of want to get back into it.
It's also kind of Pokemon, a really grindy game.
Well, it's you live your life.
Yeah.
Well, now their gyroids are back from the previous games.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I have a whole collection of them outside my house.
that's
There's
great.
like new islands you can go to, and every time you go to them, you'll find one or two in the ground, and then you bring it back to your house and you plant them, and then they'll grow into a special gyroid.
Oh,
The best version
Cool.
of Animal Crossing is the GameCube version.
because they talk shit to you.
Yeah, they will literally break your kneecaps if you don't pay on time.
Oh my gosh. That'd be an interesting game.
It is an interesting game.
All right. Yeah, I've also been trying out new horror games and just putting new stuff up on the channel.
I got
King
into
full of variety.
a big Dead by Daylight stint for a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't they just release a new update for it?
They're always releasing new stuff
I
for it.
haven't played in 2 days or so.
Okay.
They're always releasing new stuff for
Yeah,
it.
that's true. I like how they keep, even though this game is like what,
Old.
5 years old?
It's old.
Yeah, they still working on stuff for it. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
It's got a dedicated fan base.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also, because I've been like trying out new stuff, I got my most viewed short, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Recently, like 2 days ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got it to 25K.
Nice.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, it gave me 150 new subscribers in like 2 days. So I was like, let's go. Okay, so that's why I'm like, I'll keep doing that sort of thing. But anyway, with that, let's take our seats and let's get into the trailers. Any new movies, TV shows, or video games you guys are looking forward to?
Minions.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We just got the poster for it at the theater, and it looks really cool.
What do you mean, like the
The poster. She
yellow
sent it to the...
creatures?
Yeah, Minions. Despicable Me.
Yeah, yeah.
This one's gonna be
Is this like their second movie?
no, it's like the
About that?
fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Minions only have two?
Well,
one
the
movie?
Despicable Me and Minions are like kind of all together.
Oh, okay. I
But
consider them
this one is gonna be like Gru when he was a kid and how he becomes.
Ooh, yeah, that actually doesn't look bad.
I was never a Minions fan.
Oh, they're annoying. I'll give you that. But I do want to see more of Gru because he's an icon.
As a little kid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
To see how he
was much
becomes
more-
the villain.
He was much more savage as a little kid.
Uh-huh.
Anything else you guys are looking forward to?
That Spider-Man movie.
Do you want to get right into it?
Yes,
All right,
please.
let's do it. The moment
Yes.
we've all
Can you
been
please not
waiting
moan
for.
into the mic like that.
It's like, oh, I love Spider-Man. All right, Spider-Man No Way Home plot. For the first time in the cinematic history of Spider-Man, our friendly neighborhood hero's identity is revealed, bringing his superhero responsibilities into conflict with his normal life, putting those he cares about more at risk. When he enlists Doctor Strange's help to restore the secret, the spell tears a hole in their world, releasing the most powerful villains who've ever fought in the Spider-Man in any universe. Now Peter will have to overcome his greatest challenge yet, which will not only forever alter his own future, but the futures of the multiverse. Releases November 29th of 2021.
Wait, you said November 29th?
Yeah, I guess I got the date wrong. I think it's December 29th.
It's
Yeah, 'cause
being
in the
released early in the UK.
Oh.
Maybe I
Of course
put the
it is. They're
UK
lucky.
date.
Because in the
Get
trailer,
spoilers.
the trailer in theaters, it said this Christmas. So
Yeah,
I thought it
should
released
be.
on Christmas.
Yeah, it should be the Christmas week.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like the 22nd or something.
Yeah. All right, what do you guys think of the trailer though?
It's
amazing.
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Every time I see it in theaters, I just get like the biggest grin on my
It's awesome, dude.
face, and then I get
The-
into,
the
like,
little music that
serious-
plays.
I get in that serious gamer position when I'm watching it. Like time to go into hyper.
I like the
I don't like that
maximum
position.
overdrive.
I like the Spider-Man theme. Every time it plays, it's like, whoa!
Yeah. I didn't even know the trailer came out till my sister mentioned it.
Oh,
She
really?
said that she had like sleep paralysis and
What?
and her phone was on and it was on like YouTube autoplay.
Oh,
And
really?
it just autoplayed the trailer for her. And she just heard Tom Holland's voice and it snapped her out of her sleep paralysis.
That's quite a story. Tom Holland
Yeah,
saving
I'm-
lives out here, I guess.
I'm very excited for this. There's a couple scenes where I'm wondering if they purposely cut stuff out because there's some
That-
rumors.
They surely
behind it
did.
Mhm.
The scene that you're talking about earlier,
where they're
Um,
attacking each other, where they're about to clash.
yeah, and there's like that lizard guy.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
People said that it looks like they cut out one of the Spider-Mans right there.
That's what.
because
I'm
like
thinking,
his
yeah.
head turned like he got punched, but no one was there.
I also saw an interview where Tom Holland almost revealed something again.
That's all he does.
Yeah, I know.
And the epic picture of him hugging Andrew Garfield.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield.
He's
I've been
d-
seeing videos on TikTok. He like doesn't care anymore. He's just like, yeah, whatever.
He's doing a good job at keeping it low key.
I swear, every headline I see that mentions his name, it's always just him denying that he's in the movie.
Exactly. If he really isn't in a movie, I'm gonna be sad.
You know,
I never saw Amazing Spider-Man 2.
You know,
I love that
what's
series.
weird about this Spider-Man, or Tom Holland Spider-Man, is he's never had to actually witness a death yet, besides Iron Man.
Which is a pretty big
And
one.
half of the
no, what I'm
universe.
saying is like a villain death, because if in this movie, basically, if he sends all these guys back, they're all destined to die. They will die, and basically, he has to make sure: do I kill them, or do I try and save them?
They're dead.
We don't know what's gonna happen, but obviously, he's trying to prevent them from going back.
Well, I meant to say they died.
They died, but he thinks it's on him now because he if he sends them back, he's basically killing himself. He's basically sending them to their deaths.
He's got to do what he's got to do. That's why the other 2 Spider-Man will be there to help him.
Where the
That's
fuck is
not what I
Venom
think
in
is
the
gonna be the
trailer?
Venom,
Right.
Bro, there's way too many characters.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. He got transported to this universe.
I don't. He might make he might make a cameo appearance.
Watch
tops.
Spider-Man 2099 show up in the end credit scene.
It'll just be in the background.
That
like,
might happen.
It'll be in the background bickering with Tom Hardy.
He might, yeah. Another thing that has me curious is what in the world is going on at in the very last scene where the sky is ripping apart. Like,
That's Venom.
no, they're talking about something big coming through, and I wonder what the hell
it's
it's
the
gonna
battle
be.
bus from Fortnite coming.
But still, all in all,
Maybe
I'm
it's one
very
of the
curious what it is.
Eternal people.
Naruto.
I don't know.
Maybe it's Galactus.
That's one thing, but I don't see the connection yet. So
Yeah,
I
that's true.
I don't see the connection.
Is Galactus related to those Celestials? Because he looks just like
That's
them.
what I was
I
thinking when I
think
saw the
he
trailer.
is a celestial,
moon.
or maybe he's being.
Well, he consumes
on
planets, so
on the
he'd be like-
strength of a celestial. I'm not sure.
He'd be like an anti-celestial because he consumes planets.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. I don't know much about Galactus. I just know that he's the
Fantastic
big.
Four
It's
villain.
Fantastic
He's
Four.
pretty
big
tall, I
bad.
heard.
Yeah. He also has the
He's
ability.
pretty. Yeah.
He also has the ability to make us like see him. Each person sees Galactus differently, basically. So that's why some humans see him as like this humanoid creature.
He wears a big dumb outfit.
Yeah. At least that's what I've heard. Anyways, I don't know how true that is. So
All right, next trailer. Turning Red. Plot. Disney and Pixar's Turning Red introduces Mei Lee, a confident, dorky 13-year-old torn between staying her mother's dutiful daughter and the chaos of adolescence. Her protective, if not slightly overbearing mother, Ming, is never far from her daughter, an unfortunate reality for the teenager. And as if the changes to her interests, relationships, and body weren't enough, whenever she gets too excited, she poofs into a giant red panda. Releases March of 2022.
Are you gonna let us know how you inspired the movie?
Well, I don't know. I actually was called Mei Mei a lot growing up for some reason.
Well, yeah, apparently this girl's name is just May.
Yeah, but she goes by Mei Mei, or like that's what people
Yeah.
were calling her.
Yeah.
And I used
maybe
to
it's
get
a
called
common.
that too.
Maybe it's a common thing to call someone who's named May.
I love
Isn't
red
this how you
pandas.
wanted your name spelled too?
That's how. Yeah, MEI is how it's spelled in like the Asian way,
Mm-hmm.
but I got the American one.
Well, not fully American.
They
You could have
took
been
your
a
ass
literal
to Ellis
monk.
Yeah,
Island to
but
change it.
all the white people that have May as their middle name, it's always MAE.
Fair enough. What do you guys think about this trailer, though?
I like
They're-
the panda.
Yeah, red pandas are my favorite animal.
They're cute.
They're cute.
Why?
definitely.
Why is this red panda like 7-8 feet tall though?
Yeah, why is he so big?
It's a giant red panda.
Because it's a cartoon.
Yeah, because it's a cartoon.
One thing I don't like about this is how the art style is not very like the character design, except for the red panda, is not original. It doesn't
What?
look very
It's-
original.
It's different.
It's
a
stylized.
They're all blobbish characters.
They're
every
all
time.
stubbier.
That's
yeah.
this their style, yeah, for
I
this
dig
movie.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
reminds
it'll
me-
take me a while to get used
I
to. probably.
don't. The comedy looks a little too fast paced to me, so I don't know if I'm gonna dig that.
It might have been just the trailer though.
Do you think the family are also pandas?
They clearly knew about it, so yeah.
Yeah,
They-
because the
yeah.
dad was like, "Oh, it's happening already."
Yeah, I guess
But
the
then how
curse.
would she have never known?
They might be.
They hid it from
yokai.
her. Maybe they're good at controlling their emotions, and that's why they don't poof randomly.
They might be yokai as well, so that's probably how she has that.
So they're dead.
No, wrong creature.
Yeah. Yokais are
the-
like ghosts.
Yeah, the other creatures.
Yokai Watch.
No, not
The
that.
video
That's
game?
what I was thinking.
No, I said the wrong creature. I can't remember the name.
Ghostbusters.
Like, Ian, screw it. I can't remember it.
Eternals.
Oni.
Doraemon?
Yeah, there we go.
Oni. Demons.
Maybe.
What Doraemon? The time traveling cat?
Yeah, the cat.
There's a specific name for the type of creatures.
Moving on,
Kodama.
anyway.
Huh?
Kodama.
Is that it?
I don't know.
Next trailer, Baymax. Plot. The characters in the unique city of Big Hero 6 get their own series packed with adventures. Releases summer of 2022.
Stupid.
What this show or shorts reminds me of are those those Mater shorts.
Yeah, okay. The
I'll
Tall
admit-
Tales?
yeah.
Those were dope,
those.
though. Those are classic, though.
Alright, so this while this looks dumb, I did find it funny at certain scenes with the coffee part.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I think it went on a little too long.
That was the funny
I
part.
think I think that was part of
It's
that
it.
was
like
the
the
funny.
sloth in Zootopia.
That's
Yeah,
true.
That's what I liked about it. So
Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna be a funny little series, nothing too
But
serious.
where's
Or
the boy?
yeah.
Oh,
what's the
Hero?
point?
Yeah.
I'm assuming these are just mass-produced Baymaxes at this point. So
Well, the mom was there.
oh, that's true.
maybe he's at college.
She's the aunt.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the ant.
The mom at this point.
Pretty much. But yeah, I don't know. It looks like it doesn't have much substance to it, but I'm still probably gonna watch it just
Is this a
'cause-
precursor to a second Big Hero 6 movie?
Should be.
I hope so, because I
That
want to see
movie's
more. Of
underrated.
it. It really is.
Movie's
I don't like the villain.
I enjoyed the villain a lot in that
Mm.
movie. Mainly because I like how far he's willing to go.
just
Like, he
dedication.
doesn't care. He was about to murder Hero straight up every single time they met, with the exception of, like, before he turned evil. He did not hold back.
It's in. Yeah, I've come to think of it. I barely remember the ending to that movie. Now that you guys are talking about it, just remember there was a big reveal and like, oh my goodness, gotta fight this dude.
I can tell you. Look, okay.
Well, we'll talk about it later. Anyway, this
Fine.
trailer. What are your thoughts on this trailer?
It's nice. I mean, especially if
It's
it's
long-
a short,
yeah, if it's shorts, I'll watch it. If it's like
full episodes, I don't
then
think
no.
it could last for full
probably
episodes.
not.
Up next, we have Moon Knight. Mark Spector is a former CIA agent whose life is saved by the moon god Khonshu. Releases next year, 2022.
This is the first time for me in
the Moon
Marvel
Knight.
cinematic universe.
What do you guys think of this
What do you mean?
trailer?
Wow, Aleksey, so
It's a meme.
He's such a loser.
What do you mean by that?
It's a meme. Anyway, what do you think of the Moon Knight trailer? It wasn't very long. It was like 20 seconds.
I'm Aquafina.
I don't know how I feel about it.
What do you think
I
of the
didn't see
actual
much.
character then?
I don't know much about the character either, at all. I just know him by name.
I know Moon Knight is very edgy.
Yeah.
Very
I
edgy,
know that
very
too.
powerful too.
Mm-hmm.
That I know that much, but
I
don't know much about
remember that mobile Marvel game, the beat 'em up game. I used to have Moon Knight as one of my characters. That's where I know it from.
Champions.
Yeah,
one thing I
yep.
don't like is it's a TV series right now, so I don't know how well that's gonna go over. I wanted to see like a standalone movie, not a TV series.
Bro, there's so many people getting set up. Like fucking Harry Styles is about to get set up.
I don't want to see him.
Why? I think he's
I
gonna be dope.
don't want to see
I
him
think
in
he's
the
gonna be dope.
MCU.
Jon
okay?
Snow is getting set up.
Who's Jon Snow?
The
Black
love interest.
Oh, Black Knight. Okay.
I hope
Yeah.
Justin Bieber will be next in the Marvel universe.
Who would he be?
If Harry Styles can be the strong villain or
Please, no.
whatever,
He's actually Pip the
Okay, then I might watch that. If he ends up being that weird rat thing. What is it?
that CGI was so bad.
It was.
All right. Speaking of Marvel, let's move on to the next trailer. She-Hulk. Plot. The Hulk's son, Scar, is rumored to be making his live-action debut in the Disney Plus series She-Hulk. As one of the many shows taking place within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the series will follow its titular character, Jennifer Walters, as she balances her newly acquired gamma powers with life as a lawyer. Similarly to how WandaVision, The Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Loki have uniquely been their own, She-Hulk is being directed by Kat Corio and Anu Valia and is being presented as a half-hour legal comedy spanning 10
Hell
episodes.
yeah. Let's go. I wanted the legal shit.
Wait, did you say Scar? His son?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scar the Lion's gonna be in there.
No, seriously. Because if that's true, that means events from Planet Hulk actually happened.
Hulk and the Agents of Smash.
No, Planet.
Oh,
No,
I
I'm
remember
being
that
serious.
show. That just unlocked a memory.
If Scar is in this, that means events from Planet Hulk happened, and we did not get to see one of the coolest versions of the Hulk, and that is
No one cares
truly
about Planet
upsetting.
Hulk.
That is
I actually
so
care about
No,
upsetting.
I actually do care.
Planet Hulk was a
just
dope
don't.
movie.
It's funny to like.
Hey, girl, Lexi.
That's upsetting.
because he's not gonna get his movie.
I'm not, and I want the movie so much.
They're gonna have
Planet
like
Hulk was a dope movie.
They're gonna have a couple screenshots of what happened to
It's
sum
gonna be
it
so,
up.
if that is the case, I'll be so pissed.
It's just gonna be flashback scenes.
I will hate
They
it so much.
just choppily edited
Because-
pictures of
because
of Thor Ragnarok.
Scar is coming back to like if there's Scar is gonna be coming back to the planet Earth.
Earth 616.
To fight Bruce
Obama.
Banner. Shut the hell up, bro. But yeah, I'm forever pissed.
But what do you think about this trailer?
They're
though?
adding these. The trailer, it's cool, I guess. I like that Bruce Banner was in there. I like that they brought in the 2008 parts in it.
Oh, the soda you guys
Bro,
are
the
talking
soda
about?
part, that's my favorite part of them.
I like this.
The Colombian sodas, yeah.
All right, so here's my stupid connection that I made here. They said the word red. They had
Oh,
Thunderbolt
yeah.
Ross, and Thunderbolt Ross is the Red Hulk.
Even though
So-
Agent Ross is part of every fucking Hulk
Yes,
piece
but-
of media.
But if they're bringing back
And the color and the word red is very common in the English language.
I'm reaching,
Red
okay?
Hulk here.
I'm reaching here. I'm trying to get as much Hulk content out of this as I can, okay?
What if we get Jesus was saying Agents of Smash series because of this? I feel like this is gonna set up other Hulk characters.
Yeah, this actually ties to the cartoon show.
That's not gonna happen.
No, like
Um,
they make the cartoon live action now.
Oh,
Is what I mean.
But yeah, that like the soda scene. Like as a kid, when I first saw that, I legit got worried. Like,
I know what's gonna happen.
because I'm like, oh shit, you could totally get your finger cut on these bottles. Like, what if I turn into the Hulk?
For me, it always bugged me how when I was a kid, I'm like, when Hulk turns big, how come his pants fit? And then when he turns small again, they still fit. That doesn't make sense.
It's the type of pants that he's got. He got
Some
this
super
special-
elastic pants,
Yeah,
man.
that's actually exactly it. That is exactly it. He bought the like super stretchy pants at wherever he was staying at. Wherever he was working
At his
the bottle
local
factory.
Walmart.
Yeah, no, it was
Columbia.
from like some vendor. He got the stretchy pants, and yeah, that's all happened. Just
Sick.
very stretchy pants.
All right, up next we have the Kenobi series. It releases 2022. There's no plot for it yet.
I don't remember anything from the prequels. I saw the prequels very young, because I thought you had to start with 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
And yeah, I rented out the VHSs from Family Video.
Getting old.
So I literally have no like connection to this.
Mhm.
Doesn't age.
As
guy
the
who plays
local,
Kenobi, he does not fucking age.
yeah, as the local Star Wars fan, I'm hyped for this. It's gonna be freaking awesome. Ewan McGregor is king, and it's gonna be awesome.
And
Shrek
Hayden
is
Christensen's gonna be back.
And Hayden Christensen's back after years of not making any films or TV
Who?
shows.
Anakin.
Anakin. The
Skywalker,
actor,
Oh,
Anakin
okay.
Skywalker, is gonna be back. Darth Vader before he was Darth Vader.
even though they showed Darth
Oh, that
Vader.
guy.
Because
The
a lot of
same
the
course.
He
a
said
lot of the
Sky-
Star Wars actors end their careers after Star Wars.
Or
So
they
it's cool.
died.
Yeah.
Like Chewbacca, Princess Leia.
Oh yeah, the original trilogy. Yeah, they pass away because it's an older series.
I hate sand.
It's coarse, rough. See, that's
it
what's
gets everywhere.
That's what's so great about the prequels. Everyone can quote lines from the whole series, and
I
you know
can't.
exactly what they're talking about.
I don't.
You can quote the originals.
Huh?
You can quote the originals.
Yeah, but those are a little bit
The
older
only
references.
quote I know is "I have the high ground."
But the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy are amazing, and I'm so excited. This is gonna take place in between the two best trilogies, so that's gonna be dope. Up next, we have Nightmare Alley plot. An ambitious carny with a talent for manipulating people with a few well-chosen words hooks up with a female psychiatrist who is even more dangerous than he is. Releases December 17th of 2021.
They don't mention anything about a fucking Wolfman.
Hey, he said. What was this thing they said? They said like,
Turn
Is he
into
man or is
monster
he
or
a
something.
beast?
Yeah, is he a man or is he a beast? I'm reaching again.
He turned
I'm
into Red
reaching.
Hulk.
Shut the hell up, bro. But overall, this movie gives me like very dark vampire assistant vibe from this. You guys know that movie?
No.
I think I vaguely
Is that the
remember.
one where Abraham Lincoln kills a
No,
bunch
that's No, that's
Abraham
Vampire
Lincoln
Slayer.
Vampire.
yeah, that's Vampire Slayer, dude.
That was such an interesting.
It was. I actually enjoyed that movie though.
What?
It was entertaining. Okay, I was bored one day and I just like, oh, you know, like,
How
watch it.
could you not watch a movie with that title?
Yeah, well, but anyways, yeah, this movie I might watch it. I don't know.
Great answer.
Yeah.
George Washington Mummy Chaser.
What?
Should have been the sequel.
Do you remember Pride and Prejudice and Zombies?
No.
Oh, I didn't watch it, but I remember it.
No, I do not know.
That was during the zombie craze. Remember
There was
when
a zombie craze?
Yeah.
Yes, Walking Dead came out. Everybody was obsessed with it. Then there was
iZombie.
iZombie
28 days later.
and all the video games.
Yeah, I was
World
not
War
a part
Z.
of that. I watched World War Z and I, like one season of iZombie and that's it. I did not.
That's
like
why I
iZombie.
didn't get into the zombie stuff because it was everywhere, and I'm like, I'm so done with it.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm sick of it. I'm done. I'm done. Now I'm more into it, but
World War Z is unrealistic.
it's fun though. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, it was a fun movie.
I
give
didn't
it that.
watch it.
There was these zombies chasing.
There's
what
They
was
like-
the
could
actor's
literally
name?
run and like climb walls
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
right.
Like it was ridiculous.
I remember the trailer kind of.
Do you remember the South Park episode?
Yeah, yeah, it's basically
That's
that.
my favorite episode.
It's really good.
Okay, moving on to the last trailer here. Ice Age: Adventures of Buck Wild. Plot: Possum Brothers Crash and Eddie set out to find their place on their own, but find themselves trapped in the lost world. They're rescued by the weasel Buck Wild and together embark on a mission to save the lost world from dinosaur domination. Releases January 28th of 2022.
Who
first-
asked for this?
The weasels kind of remind me of Javier.
This is your show now.
Why is it? Oh, because I'm in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They spelled Eddie differently too.
Who
But yeah.
asked for this?
Nobody.
one.
I don't think anybody
So
did.
why are they making this? Are they
It's-
just?
It's a property that Disney is now sitting on, so they're like, why not use
I'm
it?
assuming that they are only making this because they need to keep like the rights to it. You know, like how they sometimes have to make a movie or
Oh.
TV show
Like
about a
with
certain thing,
Spider-Man.
and then in order just to keep the rights,
Like
to
with
it, you know?
Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Fan
yeah,
Four
exactly.
Stick.
That's the
Yeah.
only reason why I can think of them.
This
making
looks so low
crap
budget
fest.
too. It's
Yeah,
just-
they look like clay models, but not like impressive clay models.
This looks like something that came out 2013 and with bad budget.
This looks like one of those Netflix shows that gets buried under all the other animated shows
Yeah.
that nobody hears about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably not even gonna watch it, but we'll see what happens with it.
It's almost on par with that new How to Train Your Dragon trailer. You remember that?
No,
No,
The-
I don't.
I haven't seen any of those.
There was
movies.
there was like the
Sadly.
2-second trailer for the one where it's like 2,000 years later.
Well, if it's 2 seconds, they're probably still working on it.
It looked awful though.
It just says 2,000 years later.
Well, no, it doesn't.
The
there's like
worst
a-
2,000 years
There's
later.
like a. I don't remember how long it's actually been in that trailer, but I'm just saying it's bad animation.
Okay.
Sick.
Anyway, that's before. What are your guys' thoughts before going into Ghostbusters Afterlife?
I didn't know if I was gonna like it.
I was
Yeah.
gonna like
Fair
it.
enough.
I knew I was gonna like it.
You knew you were gonna like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was also skeptical just because that remake with
The
the, girls.
2016,
Yeah,
yeah.
that-
2016 one.
Man, yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know.
that's crazy.
I was just not wanting it to be as bad as that.
I fell asleep on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I like the original Ghostbusters movie. The second one wasn't that great, and then obviously, like May said, we had the sequel one in 2016 that was pretty horrible.
It's bullshit that so many people like try to like chalk it up to people being misogynistic because
Right.
it was an all-female cast.
Right.
Because
No.
there's legit criticisms of the movie.
Yeah, the actual substance. Like I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen a lot of YouTube reviews on it, and they
Yeah.
always go into depth about like it's just bad writing.
Wasn't Chris Hemsworth in
Yeah,
that?
Yes, he
was
was.
the receptionist.
And he was like legit brain dead.
Look, I went to the theater and I fell asleep through like I watched like 30 minutes of the movie, fell asleep, woke up with like 10 minutes left of the movie.
Yeah, but with Afterlife, we didn't get much from the trailer, so I wasn't sure what to expect. I was like May, I was just hoping the trailer wouldn't. I mean, I was hoping this movie wouldn't be as bad.
Yeah, I legit didn't know the main character's backstory.
Mm.
I thought it was just a bunch of kids
yeah.
that
Oh,
just
yeah.
find
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's right, because they don't really reveal any of the OG characters in
No.
the trailer. They don't even really reveal the main girl. What's her name again?
Phoebe.
Phoebe. Yeah, they don't even show Phoebe in the
breathing.
trailer.
I could have sworn I just heard Kingsley like.
He's panting.
Okay, I thought so. I was like, what the hell's that?
All right. So with that, let's get into the spoiler-free review. All right, spoiler-free review for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Ghostbusters Afterlife released November 19th of 2021, starring Carrie Coon, Paul Rudd, and Finn Wolfhard. Directed by Jason Reitman, rated PG-13. Plot summary. When a single mom and her 2 kids arrive in a small town, they begin to discover their connection to the original Ghostbusters and the secret legacy their grandfather left behind. What are you guys' overall thoughts on the film without spoilers?
It was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Phoebe was the best character.
Yes, she was.
She has my humor.
There were a couple like scenes near the halfway mark or 3/4 where like the callbacks were a little much.
Yeah. I saw a lot of criticism on that too.
Yeah, but it was still good,
Mhm.
and the humor for certain stuff related to that was pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
The CGI was pretty good too.
That's something I want to talk about too. Yeah, because I liked how they kept it original. Because in the original, they didn't really use CGI.
I swear there was like a practical effect for
Yeah, exactly.
certain.
Yeah, exactly. I like how they use like practical effects and costumes in this
It
movie.
felt like someone was like animatronics or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what I liked about it because I'm like, this is keeping it old school and it works really well for this type of movie.
Oh, the soundtrack's amazing.
Yeah.
It's very whimsical. It reminds me of like a TV show, cartoon show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, yeah, that's right. Ghostbusters did have their own TV show.
Yeah.
So when I told my parents I was going to watch it, they were like, oh, really? I liked the TV show as a kid.
Mm.
Like, I might go check it out. I'm like, you should. It was good.
What were we talking about? Like
Sick.
thoughts about the movie?
We're talking about Ghostbusters.
No, yeah, thoughts about the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not going to
Yeah.
get into spoilers.
I enjoyed it. The humor was fun, like you guys said. Yeah,
Sick.
I just
Nice.
enjoyed the movie.
That's
yeah.
some really good
Yeah, I just enjoyed it.
contribution to the conversation.
I feel the pacing towards the end was a little rushed.
Agreed.
It could have used like 30 more minutes,
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have minded a longer movie.
even though I would have been stuck in the theater.
I did
till
have a problem-
1:30 a.m.
I did have a problem with Paul Rudd in the movie, though.
Really?
Really?
I expected more out of it. out
Oh
of
my
him.
goodness.
I'll explain why.
Okay. What do you guys rate it out of 10?
8
It's an 8.
8,
7.
7?
hater.
All right, let's compare to some online ratings. The critics for Metascore gave it a 59 out of 100, and the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter gave it a 61%. Meanwhile, the audience on IMDb gave it a 7.8 out of 10, and Rotten Tomato audience gave it a 95%. So the average of all those scores is 73.25. So it seems like the critics and the audience are in disagreement here.
Yeah.
It's like,
I wonder why they didn't like it, though.
I just
Critics,
don't
I
like
mean.
Finn Wolfhard.
oh, that's
You
your
don't like
complaint?
Finn Wolfhard? What, in this movie or in
In
general?
everything.
You
Who's
don't
he?
like
I don't know who he is.
He's in
He
It,
was
and
the
he's in
brother, the
Stranger
big
Things.
brother.
Oh, yeah, I didn't like him at all.
Yeah, I
Wow.
never like him.
I really don't like that actor.
His role was
Maybe I give him too many props because I like him as a person off camera.
I
Plus,
don't.
his role was really minimal in this movie.
Very
so
minimal.
There's not much to complain about him. There's like he
Well,
had like
I
two
have
important
a complaint
scenes.
about his.
Crush.
Yeah, that was
Okay, that's a valid criticism, but the actual character himself didn't have any issues from what I saw.
Yeah.
But before we jump into the spoiler-filled review, I'd like to ask you to like, comment, subscribe. It'd really help me out. Also, make sure to follow all of these people on their social media links. It's going to be in the description below. We are also on most of the podcast platforms, so give us a listen anywhere at any time.
Are you on GoDaddy.com?
He said
What?
most.
No. All right.
Duck,
with
duck,
that,
go.
DuckDuckGo. You can search us up there.
Yeah.
I've actually seen that people have searched up my channel through that
Oh, nice.
because it shows me the analytics of everywhere that I get searched. So anyway,
That's stalker.
if you guys didn't know that. Anyway, let's get into the spoiler-filled discussions. All right, let me set it up. Sorry. Let's take an in-depth review of Ghostbusters Afterlife. Any certain scenes or moments you guys want to talk about?
Here's when I say I didn't like Paul Rudd in this movie very much is because the trailer made it seem like he was like this expert on like Ghostbusters stuff.
I think he was just like a fanboy.
Yeah, he's a fanboy.
Yes, but I expected him to have more
knowledge
on hand, like
he was like 8 or something when that shit
yes,
happened.
But I expected him to like be such a fanboy. He knew all about that stuff. I expected him to be hands-on fighting the ghost himself as well. You know,
What kind of fanboy fights the ghosts?
the good kind.
Well, I mean, if it makes you
Like
feel better.
Sinestro from Incredibles.
Oh, yeah.
If I can't be a hero, no.
But yeah, anyway, I just expected more out of him in here. Like he's a funny character, but
I thought he was perfect,
you
but
don't have to always make him.
he was
funny.
perfect for the role that he was put up to be, except for when the
he got possessed.
gatekeeper and
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my
weird.
complaint too.
That was weird.
Plus, the problem that I had with him, the only problem that I had with him and with a lot of other characters is they barely had any screen time. I really enjoyed Phoebe's character, but I wish we also got, a longer movie to explore some of these other characters.
No, I don't care about the other characters.
Yeah, she did great. in
Phoebe
this.
did great, but come on, I wanted more Paul Rudd. He was my second favorite
I
character
did
in this
kind
movie.
of. That's also another thing. I kind of wanted more screen time with Paul Rudd.
I didn't
because-
need more screen time with Paul Rudd.
Well, he was the teacher who doesn't care.
I needed more screen time with Finn Wolfhard. Needed. I'm not saying that I
No,
He
would
was
have
a good
liked.
character too. Yeah, exactly.
No, but he needed to be like set up more.
Okay,
like
yeah,
all
set
he
up more,
really
yeah.
contributed was him fixing the car.
Yeah, he could drive. That's it.
Yeah, okay, so I'll give you that. He didn't have much to
Yeah,
contribute.
they need to be fleshed
Paul
out a
Rudd
little
had
more.
tons of scenes. He even had his own scene where he was at Walmart.
That was epic. I wish we had more like that. All right, let's start it off with the move into the small town. So after being evicted, Callie and her children move to an old dirt farmhouse. Trevor starts flirting and gets a job, and Phoebe makes her first friend. So overall, although it does seem like a shitty town, I think it was a good move for them because they got to
They got a free house out of it.
well, not that, but the children, got better life quality overall.
The Finn Wolfhard didn't get. He got that job, but like, thankfully they didn't show too much about the job because
That would have been.
I swear, like a quarter or like half of his scenes were just him at the
It was.
restaurant
That
yeah,
was the case.
pretty
yes.
much.
or fixing the car,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't even fix it. The fucking ghost fixed it. Yeah.
That's one thing I really liked about this movie is the grandfather being there for them to help him out.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was really cool. My favorite part is when he's controlling the lamp, like he's the Pixar lamp. That's
Yeah.
where I got. That's the kind of vibes because it's moving the light. To
Yeah,
look
his
at
whole
her.
lab
So
and
that was
house.
awesome. I love that so much.
Yeah, that was cool. I didn't really understand that he was a ghost till the end. I thought he was just like he had some kind of computer program set out through the house.
You
Seriously?
didn't? Really?
Yeah, I didn't pick up on it. I was like,
Really?
What's the name of the movie again?
ghost, but
That
all
was
the
a
ghosts,
spirit.
all the ghosts. Yeah, he was a spirit because all the ghosts are like the Muncher, where they just like look goofy. So I was
Now,
like,
this is my supernatural knowledge going here. So was he just a ghost long enough where before he's going crazy? Because if you're a ghost and you stay as a ghost for a long period of time, you obviously start deteriorating and start becoming more evil as time goes on. So
but I wouldn't say the
Sure.
ghosts in this universe are evil. They're just more of a nuisance.
more of needs. Okay,
That's what happened in the original. Like people were calling the Ghostbusters not because they were.
they were just a nuisance.
Yeah, they were just like tearing up hotel lobbies and stuff. They weren't like killing people or anything.
They were also mostly blobs. So
Yeah, that's true. That's why I didn't think he was a ghost because I'm like, oh, the ghosts in these universes are just
I'm kind of
blobs.
glad Slimer wasn't in the movie.
Really? I was like, that's Slimer, and then he didn't show up. I'm
Well,
like,
But
oh.
like they fucked him up in 2016, and at that point I'm like, well, they already showed him in 2016.
That's
so like,
true.
if they do it again, it'd be even more overplayed.
I
That's
did,
true.
Especially since they have so many references to the past movies.
I
That's-
would have liked to see more ghosts, though. We only got to see the marshmallow, the metal eating one, and
No,
the crazy god lady.
Gozer.
Yeah, there we go.
Did you watch the first one?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh,
Long
Well,
time ago.
Gozer deserved more screen time. That's
Mhm.
why I feel
Yeah, the
like
big bad.
it should have been longer.
Yeah,
They were
Yeah.
so cool though. They looked cool. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted more for that like fight scene. The last
I agree.
Fight scene.
That fight scene, the ending
Phoebe
felt
and
rushed.
Gozer, that Phoebe and Gozer fight. Oh, that was so cool.
All right. Next, I want to talk about.
Where the lasers are.
my problem with that is like, there's 3 Ghostbusters of the original cast that cross their streams.
Yep.
And then fucking Phoebe's by herself.
That's
And somehow she's
that's
still
a big problem for me. Yes, I agree
Hey,
with that.
because she had the ghost of her grandfather
I-
helping
I
her.
over-
to hold it steady.
I overlooked that because I just like the scene. I like the way it looked, but I do understand where you're coming from.
I
It
wasn't-
didn't make sense.
I wasn't aware that Stenik passed away. The actor.
Okay, so that's probably why.
So
it's
that's
so
why
much
when
at the
May
end.
told me that's why he wasn't talking, I was like,
Mhm.
oh, okay.
That's a nice little
Yeah,
thing they did
homage
for
to him.
Yep.
Next, I want to talk about the chase against the metal-eating ghost. Phoebe and Podcast find and pursue their first ghost, who runs away after almost being captured. They are soon picked up by Trevor in the original Ghostbusters car, and then they race through the city, destroying a few roofs and windows along the way. I actually really enjoyed the scene because it did a good job at being suspenseful. I also found it hilarious how none of them cared when they were first jailed.
I know that your face is like, oh my god, I forgot about fucking podcast.
I hated him.
Why'd you hate Podcast?
I didn't hate podcast. I thought he was a little eccentric, but obviously he's like the most cartoon character out of all of them.
Yeah.
The way he initiates, when they first meet, the way he just invades the person's space
Well,
like
they
that. I
needed-
was like, oh my god, do not do that.
I think it works because they needed somebody to balance out Phoebe's awkwardness.
Yes, but it was so bad. I was like, oh my god, please, I would hate for anyone to do that to me. I'd be like,
Well, she seemed pretty
I
happy. She's like, I
can't.
finally have a
I
friend.
just could not do that.
Why was she even in summer school? She's smart.
Was it summer school?
I thought it was just school.
I thought it was just
I thought it was
school.
homeschool, yeah.
I thought it was
was
summer
summer
school
school?
because the brother was at working. So why wouldn't he be in school then?
Maybe their mom just wanted them to get out of the house.
That's probably the case. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, but then like by law, because he's underage,
They
he
also
shouldn't be able
needed
to
the
work.
movie to happen, so
They needed the story to progress. I don't know. I didn't pick up on that part. But
Yeah, and I'm
But
pretty
I
sure the
hate
mom
it. I
said like,
hate
"Oh, you're the
podcasts.
I can't believe who the summer school teacher is." And Paul Rudd was like, "Oh yeah, it's me." And then she's like, "Oh, sorry."
oh.
I'll admit, podcast grew on me a little bit as the story progressed, but I still did not like him. His personality is completely opposite mine. So
What did you think of podcast?
I liked him.
You liked him? I thought you would because you liked supernatural stuff. and things like
And the
that.
conspiracy.
Yeah,
and all
the
that.
conspiracy. His one subscriber was the original.
Yeah.
And that's a very big subscriber though.
He's like, it really found itself in episode like 63.
47, I think
Yeah.
it was.
Nice.
I don't know why I
Nice job
remember that.
remembering that.
Especially since you seem to hate this character. You remember details about him. But yeah, the scene where they were jailed I thought was funny because they continue the conversation like, oh, we're just in a new scenery. It doesn't matter.
And this is where like you guys mentioned that the love interest of Trevor
Mm-hmm.
and the father and her father being the like,
Captain.
the captain.
Mhm.
That was just not progress. Like it didn't progress the story anywhere.
That's true. It was
Yeah,
just
no.
like a random trivia fact. It's
Like I don't know why they needed to add it.
Like Paul Rudd should have been the Ghostbuster.
That would have been cool. Yeah.
That's what I was saying when I said that I wish he had more to it.
Yeah, but you said that he should have been busting ghosts already
no,
by
no,
then.
no, not like that. Like his knowledge being so much that he was able to help out
A little more. Well, he's the
a
one who
bit
set
more,
off the
yes.
trap. That's something I didn't understand. It's like he knew it was a trap, but he still wanted to open it.
He didn't know if it had anything
But
contained in it.
still, I mean,
They also needed the story to progress. So
would you have taken the chance?
no, probably not. If it was locked away like that, would you open up a ghost
Exactly,
trap?
I wouldn't.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Since he was a fan, why would he open it?
Another thing is, you guys remember those numbers you saw, like the dates for like
Oh, yeah, on the
all
tomb or
and the
whatever?
tomb and in the house. There was more numbers after that. After 2021, there was still more numbers to come.
So Gozer's gonna keep coming back
But they locked her up. They locked Gozer up and
for the next like 100 years. It's probably gonna
yes,
come back.
but how is it going to come out unless someone manages to release goes there again.
Maybe that's the story. Yeah,
Because
somebody's gonna.
I
keep
think the
opening
next
it.
one is like in 100 years. Like I thought it was like 21.
Didn't you
Something.
see the end credit scene?
Only one of them.
There's two.
Oh, I didn't see the
There's
second,
a second
one.
one.
Yeah.
What was the second one?
The black guy, I forget his name. The black Ghostbuster.
Winston?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Winston. He takes he takes the Ecto one back to New York.
Oh, that's right. He wanted it back.
Yeah, he takes it back to New York, and apparently, like the old firehouse wasn't turned into a Starbucks
What?
because he's like a billionaire. So he.
Oh,
he-
that's right.
Yeah,
And he's
and
not.
he's the
helping
one that was
family?
paying the bills for the grandfather.
Oh.
So
okay.
there's like a setup that there's gonna probably be something in New York next.
Yeah, because we saw the scene where he was driving over the New York Bridge, and that's it. So I was like, are they gonna make a sequel where it's in New York now, in modern day New York?
Yeah, probably.
That'd be dope. That's something I missed about the original Ghostbusters. I liked how it take place in New York. You know, all these ghosts running around a big city.
I liked that it was in a shitty little town with a bunch of like 40s aesthetic.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, the I did like the Sonic diner.
Yeah.
Next, I want to talk about Mr. Gruberson and Callie being possessed. First, Mr. Gruberson goes to his local Walmart only to find hundreds of marshmallow ghosts and be pursued by a dog-like monster. I loved the little marshmallow ghosts. They were hilarious. It kind of reminds me like a cleaner version of Happy Tree Friends. How they were killing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty creative with the ways they died.
Exactly. Like Happy Tree Friends is like, oh my God, not as violent, but still pretty funny. I also liked how the demon was a costume instead of like a CGI, kind of like it was back in the day.
There was CGI with
In some
that,
of it, yeah.
obviously,
Mhm.
like with the chasing scene for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did.
But when it was on
show
top of the car,
practical shit.
when
too.
it was on top of the car, though, it was
Mhm.
obviously a
Like a
animatronic.
yeah, sort of thing.
Mhm.
And then Callie gets attacked in her own home, becoming possessed and speaking in a deep voice. And I did think the sex scene was funny and super weird.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like, did the demons need to have dialogue?
Well, that's why they were the lock and the key master.
Well, she didn't have dialogue. She just. Oh wait,
just-
yeah, she did.
Yeah, she spoke to podcasts in her demonic
yeah,
voice.
yeah.
But still,
But it was super fucked up how she was like, "Are you the key master or whatever?" to the little kid.
That was a bit.
And he was like, That was super weird. Yeah, that whole sequence was strange, but I think it stayed.
Oh my god, when she jumped out the window and ran on all fours, it
That
was so
funny.
cringy.
That was cringy and funny.
adult people should not run on all fours. Little kids, they can get away because they're kids. They're weird.
That was good. So some thoughts I had while watching the movie is, did the other Ghostbusters not have their own families? I wonder. The original.
Probably.
Bill Murray had Sigourney Weaver still, so
Hmm.
because in the first end credit scene, she's the one who's what is it, electric shock therapy or whatever,
Oh.
whatever she's doing there.
I'm pretty sure that Dan Aykroyd, I forget his name, but he does have a family in the second end credit scene.
Okay, so yeah, that's why I was like wondering, is he gonna set up the sequel with their families instead now? Because that'd be interesting.
I don't know.
They'll have to survive for the next movie.
I hope
then, 'cause they're
Phoebe's
old.
in it. That'd be cool.
Phoebe was a boss in this movie. Like, she looked like a badass.
in her overalls.
In her glasses.
Dude, she was a straight up badass.
Overalls aren't used enough
Hmm.
in media.
Fair. Yeah, that's true.
She was a straight up badass in this movie.
Yeah.
My favorite moment was Mr. Gruberson opening up the trap. Like, I was complaining how he did actually open up the trap, even though he knew it was a trap. But
It
I
was a
did,
stupid thing, yeah.
I did like that he was a funny character. Like, the glass blew up, including on his own car window, and then he just ran away, and he didn't care that his own glass window was shattered.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh.
It's probably his only car, so
And he chucked his ass
Yeah.
after the Walmart scene.
Yeah, he just jumped through the window.
he's like, oh, screw it, I don't have time to open a door.
That's why I wish he had more screen time. It was funny. What's your guys' favorite moments?
The
liked
final... What?
I liked when the grandfather hugged them at the end.
That
Yeah.
was
Aw.
that was a nice scene. Yes.
I like the scene where Phoebe finds all the seismology shit.
Mhm.
And,
Oh yeah.
and she makes her shitty joke and then does the little wink.
Oh yeah. That was. I was like, she just needs to say Bazinga or something. Got Sheldon Cooper vibes from me.
I like the final fight against the big bad again. I forgot the name already.
Gozer. You actually like that fight?
I like when Phoebe was fighting it.
Okay.
Although the
It
camera
was
angles,
barely a fight though.
Although
It
the
was
camera
basically
angles are
just
weird.
pointing your laser beam and then the
it
other.
was a very cool scene. Okay, although the camera, like I said, the camera angles were weird because it was like face shot there. Face shot
Also,
here,
it also
face shot
makes no
there,
sense
face shot
since she.
I know it doesn't make sense. I can enjoy it even though it doesn't make sense.
What was it? The Finn Wolfhard's crush. She used the proton cannon for 1 second and got knocked out.
Oh yeah, that's right. She got possessed by the
Mhm.
Why was she in the movie again?
to be a love interest.
To
I guess.
fill out the cast.
Right. They needed 4 Ghostbusters. They couldn't just have 3. Come on now.
She was not necessary. She didn't contribute much to the story except for getting possessed.
What about the rest of you? Favorite
So you're
moments
trying to
in
find
the
all the
movie?
parts
Jesus.
where she contributed.
Oh, you already said your favorite part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
What's yours?
All right, you all said it.
What's yours?
Me? I said it was the Mr. Gruberson opening the trap.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, now moments that should be cut. The end villain for me. After unlocking the tomb on the mountain, the ruler of the underworld returns to end the world. This end battle has a lot of good moments, like the original Ghostbusters teaming up, but the villain felt very weak and almost stupid, like almost not a threat at all.
Like they don't like it doesn't learn from all its previous mistakes.
Yeah, and the monster, and Gozer didn't even cause any damage. It was the kids caused more damage to the town than Gozer did.
Yeah. But they look cool in that throne though.
Yeah, they look cool. It was a really cool setup, and then horrible
all you
execution. You just gotta pose cool if you're the villain.
Exactly.
One thing I don't understand, like Gozer knows that it's been taken down multiple times already.
I don't think they remember because like they asked the same question like, "Are you a god?" Like clearly the old cast is.
Oh, so it doesn't remember them at all.
Yeah, it doesn't remember them.
Oh, okay. Then because if it was me and I was this godly entity, I would just say, "Screw it! I'm not gonna waste any time. Just wipe everything out right now."
What kind of god like rushes?
One that is sick and tired of getting defeated movie after movie.
What do you mean movie after?
Didn't Gozer get destroyed in
The first one.
the first one?
Yeah, that's only one.
Still got defeated though.
Yeah, but you said movie after movie.
But I think I see what he means because every century Gozer tries to come back and then
Yeah,
and
plus
seems like
they
something
don't
happens.
need
It's been defeated multiple times, obviously.
But Pennywise gets defeated multiple times.
Oh, Pennywise is stupid.
That's not a
Pennywise is
good reason.
not a god.
They
This-
are.
No. It's just,
Pennywise is an alien that eats planets, intelligent life forms.
and Golzar is just evil. Not trying to survive. It just wants destruction.
What are some scenes you guys would cut from this movie or disliked?
Not much, actually. Well, just cut out, what's her name?
Get the romance out.
Yeah, just
'Cause,
get
like,
rid of
even
that.
after she found out he was only 15, it was still weird.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, just get rid of her.
Plus, there was no real romance. It's
Get
not
rid
like
of
they
her
got
and Finn.
together or anything.
Right.
Yeah, get
Like
rid
by
of-
the end of it, I think did they even hug?
I don't think so.
No.
I think he just freed her and she's like, thanks.
And all the scenes with Finn in it, get rid of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hated those actors, okay? They're awful.
I
He's
love
not
Finn.
bad. Yeah, I mean, Jesus. He's not a bad actor.
The only thing
He
good
was
for
on
is
Game Grumps
driving.
one time. He was talking shit to.
Wasn't
Game
he
Grumps.
in the It 2017
Yeah.
version?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved him in the.
He's in
But
Stranger Things.
he's
I love
Richie.
him there.
That's where I remember him from, Stranger Things. I didn't see...
He was perfect as Richie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was the perfect Richie. I loved it.
Oh, he's fine there, but in this, I don't like him.
The whole cast from it.
You
I
said
loved.
you hate the actor.
Yeah, he can have good characters.
Then
But that
again,
doesn't mean I like actors.
you hate actors for like fucking stupid reasons.
That's right, Sandra Bullock. Just because you don't like her.
I just don't like her. Okay, I
No
don't have a
reason at all,
I
you
just
just-
don't
Daniel
like
Craig's stupid
Utterly
blue
They're
eyes.
Too blue. They take away the focus.
He's too
movie.
handsome.
Yeah.
It's probably saturation and filters, dude.
That might be the case, but it literally like if they're trying to focus on something, and then he's in it. The focal point is not
It's
whatever they're
baby
focusing on.
blues,
It's gonna be their
man.
eyes.
So you have a problem with being mesmerized by his eyes. That sounds like a you problem.
It is probably okay.
All right. What are you guys' final ratings for this movie?
Still an 8.
Yeah, 8.
7.
I actually,
No,
kinda-
actually, no, 7.5.
I actually kind of want to bump it up to 8.5.
Ooh. Do it. All
Relax.
Let's read some online reviews. This IMDb audience member gave it a 7 out of 10. This reboot of sorts did it all right in terms of being respectful to the original, maintaining a plausible storyline, and having awesome cameos. The story was a bit slow to develop, but had some cool moments and a lot of small laughs. All of this proudly sponsored by Walmart.
That reminds me, like the old Ghostbusters, they were fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like them.
Their dialogue was a little clunky, and their delivery was just a little like I don't know, a little awkward.
Yeah.
I love it.
You had to understand, or you had to remember the first one, because like when Bill Murray started delivering his lines to Gozer, you had to like remember that they were a love interest.
That's where I
before.
got my connection, though. That's like I all of a sudden remembered the first movie.
That's
Like,
what
it
I
all
remember
came
too.
back.
Yeah. My favorite part, one of my other.
I'm
cool
surprised they even fucking got Bill Murray because he for a long time he was like, I'm never gonna fucking do this shit again. He hated it, I think.
Yeah, I think it was like
see it.
I love the old original Ghostbusters reaction when Ray Stans, aka Dan Aykroyd,
Yeah.
started doing his speech to the
Alright.
villain. And I was like,
Alright.
they were like, oh my god, don't do this again.
Like
Just
I
let
love
us-
like have you ever seen Dan Aykroyd's like vodka commercials?
Mm-mm.
Well, he's like the same fucking person. Like
So
he goes on and on with these speeches about fucking random bullshit, and it's just to advertise his vodka. So
Oh
like
my
he's
God.
literally just playing himself in the Ghostbusters movie.
This is what works so well in the original Ghostbusters. This dynamic of characters.
I
Like
think
Bill-
he just loves the sound of his own voice.
Their eye rolls. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. The eye rolls from the cast. We need more. We need more of that self-aware material if he's gonna be on screen. This Metacritic reviewer gave it a 90 out of 100. Director Jason Rittman does his father and fans proud with the funny, sweet, and spooky family movie that proudly takes on the legacy of the Ghostbusters while also introducing something exciting and new.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's the director's son, or the original director's son.
Mm-hmm.
He did a pretty good job.
Yeah, definitely. He got all the references and stuff right.
And the tone was definitely there. It was like it didn't take itself too seriously, and like especially the soundtrack like offset some of that too.
Here's to mention. You guys forget J.K. Simmons was in the movie.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah.
What character?
He was the town's founder, right?
Sure.
The guy that was in the coffin.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
This Rotten Tomato audience member gave it a 5 out of 5. Fun story, a fantastic tribute, and heaps of nostalgia. This Rotten Tomatoes critic gave it a fresh. If the diverse 2016 film was considered a failure, Afterlife is more of a course of correction. But another outing will need to find its own way. Cruising on nostalgia alone isn't enough.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment. There is a lot of nostalgia bait in the movie.
Definitely. But maybe if they make a sequel, it can find its own way. Hopefully.
Personality.
Probably not.
So if you're enjoying this episode, make sure to check out our previous podcast. We upload new episodes weekly. Also, check out our Patreon. Any help is greatly appreciated. Time for spoiler-free review of The Prestige. The Prestige was released October 20th of 2006, starring Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, and Scarlett Johansson, directed by Christopher Nolan. Rated PG-13. Plot summary. After a tragic accident, two stage magicians in 1890s London engage in a battle to create the ultimate illusion while sacrificing everything they have to outwit each other. What are your guys' overall thoughts without getting into spoilers?
Fantastic movie.
I liked it more than I thought I would.
Really? Yeah,
I've
you
always
and May.
heard about this movie because of the twist, but like I never found out what the twist was.
There's
good,
twist
so you
after
say-
twist after twist in this movie. It's crazy.
To the point of like almost comedy because like how the fuck do they just like constantly figure each other out?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you may share the same sentiment. She didn't want to watch this movie with
It was
me.
like Tom and Jerry like.
Yeah,
Except it's two Jerrys fighting
and
against
the
each other.
stakes are really intense too.
Yeah.
Well, they're just one-upping each other at that point.
They're
yeah.
both bitter fucking losers.
They are.
My overall thoughts were it was mind-blowing twist, like you guys said. If you pick up more on the story the second time you watch it, because this was my second time. The story was the story was also cut into different times to not spoil things, and overall, it was an amazing movie.
I feel like a third of the way in, I
Mhm.
kind of like guessed most of what was gonna happen,
Mm-hmm.
especially towards the end, except for we can just say spoilers, right?
Yeah, this is a spoiler-free.
Except for the part where
The huge twist.
what the fuck is his name? You know, Christian Bale.
Alfred.
Yeah, where Alfred and his assistant or whatever.
Fallon.
Yeah,
What are you guys' ratings out of 10?
9.
it's a 9.
9 as well.
9.
All right, let's compare to some online ratings. The critics for Metascore gave it a 66 out of 100.
They're
Meanwhile, the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter gave it a 76%. The audience in IMDb gave it an 8.5 out of 10, and the Rotten Tomato audience gave it a 92%. So the average of all the scores is 79.75. Now, before we jump into the spoiler-filled review, I'd like to ask you to like, comment, subscribe, follow up these guys on their social media links. And we are also on most of the podcast platforms, so give us a listen anywhere, anytime.
Are we on ghostcore.com?
The heck is that?
Remember, is the new production company for
Oh,
the
yeah,
Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters, yeah.
Oh my god. All right, let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion. All right, let's take an in-depth review of The Prestige. Any certain scenes or moments you guys want to talk about?
Not moments. Well, I don't know about like certain scenes, but overall, the movie has a lot of twists to it, and I really enjoyed it. Like, it kept me guessing a lot of times, like, what's gonna happen? What's the big trick here? How is he gonna get the
Yeah, it's
the trick out of
Like
Alfred Borden, aka Christian Bale?
Like as soon as Hugh Jackman's manager or whatever, his old time buddy, the old magician guy,
oh yeah.
as soon as he mentioned like, oh, it's a body double, I'm like, oh, it's a clone.
It's a clone.
Well, that I didn't think of at the moment until Hugh Jackman somehow paid someone to create a
Somehow,
cloning.
you mean Tesla?
Yeah, Tesla. How the hell did he create a cloning machine? I was like, oh, okay, cool. So that's, I guess you.
So
can
you
consider
figured it out when they told you about it.
Yeah, pretty much. But
But then they
Thank
didn't
God.
figure it out.
But Alfred Borden, aka Christian Bale, that's the one that really surprised me. I didn't think there was a twin involved. I understood like the body double thing, but
What?
yeah, he has a twin.
Christian Bale's brother.
Alfred and Fallon.
Yeah, they're twins.
I thought he was he just made one clone and
No.
then just
No,
teamed
they
up.
were
his-
actually
his
twin
trick was like the
brothers.
Chinese man. He went his whole life living with his twin, pretending to be one person.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why one of them.
That's
like,
what
they
really
weren't-
surprised me.
It made it seem like he was cheating,
Yeah,
On
May
his
thought the
wife?
whole time
Yeah.
she's getting upset. She's like, he's cheating, which
but
in
it
a
was
way he kind of
because it was both the brothers each had a relationship with one of the women,
Mhm.
but they didn't
that
know.
was that was that it sorted itself out. At
But
the end
legit,
there.
I thought it was just one of his clones because I'm like, because they didn't really touched on like, well, he made a clone to do his tricks. So like, where the fuck are the bodies?
It was dark though, like with the cloning process. How
because they
Hugh
didn't show
Jackman-
where his bodies went. So where the fuck are they?
it got really dark with the cloning thing because he killed him every show basically. So
Yeah.
that was super dark.
All right, let me set up the
When I was reading about it online for those clones, it said it was like the original that died. So like
Every night was a new clone. Yeah.
yeah, so like he died himself the very first time he did it, and
I
then
thought-
after that it's always the clones.
I thought it was the original. He cloned one, and then he killed that one.
Yeah, and then he says at the end, he's
But-
like, I never know which one's gonna be me and which one's gonna be the clone.
And then I assumed that he made another clone, and then he taught him the trick, and then that clone makes a clone.
So it got a little confusing there.
Yeah.
But that's also where
So
it
then he
gets
could
even-
chill in the background.
that's
just
where it
seeing
gets
him.
even darker though, because Christian Bale tries to save Hugh Jackman at that point.
All right, let's start at the beginning though,
Okay.
because we're all jumping to the end here.
That's where it gets. Really
It's a good
though.
movie, but let's start at the beginning. Angier losing his wife. So Borden changed the knots after being warned not to, causing the accidental drowning of Angier's wife. It was a moment that would set up the bitter rivalry for the rest of the men's lives. I wonder what would have happened if he had never killed Ambier's wife.
Yeah, I was wondering why he even did that,
Yeah.
and why did he never admit it? Like he
Well,
kept saying he
I
didn't
thi-
know what kind of knot he did.
Because I think after that, they changed brothers.
oh,
And so the other brother didn't know what his brother tied when he went to the funeral.
but why did he
That
even
makes
do it
sense
in the
now
first
that I think
place?
about it.
But why would he even do it in the first place?
Because he was cocky. Remember, he said,
He's
we
too
practiced it already.
prideful, yeah.
He's like, we already practiced it. This is a better knot.
I thought it was just him, like you know, like when you get into like a traumatic event, you kind of blank that shit out. So
Ma-
at first I was like, I guess I could give him the benefit of the doubt. Like he probably doesn't remember.
Before we knew that he had a twin,
Yeah.
that would make
Uh-huh.
sense. But
Yeah.
no.
Plus the drama.
Even though you didn't put the pieces together,
I did not.
yeah, Eddie put it together for you.
Plus, drowning is a fear of mine, so that looked pretty terrifying. She was trapped inside the glass. Pretty
Mhm.
dark moment.
Oh, one problem though. They totally could have saved her. They
How?
totally.
Yeah, I thought it was too
CPR.
fast.
It was way too
Yeah.
fast. They could have.
Well, maybe she
Knocked him
panicked
out.
too much and
Yeah, but they
Cause-
didn't even
yeah,
try to get the water out of
No,
like,
he just smacked her
it
face.
was
like,
the
"Come on, wake up,
1800s.
wake up."
Maybe they didn't know about
that's
CPR.
the only thing that I would say is the reason why she was still dead. They could, if they knew that stuff, they easily could have saved her easily.
Well, he put a 1 minute timer, so like 1 minute plus the amount of time to.
They still could have saved her.
Crack the glass and then actually get her out.
They could have saved her.
All right, Borden losing his wife. So Borden's wife Sarah has suspected Borden was hiding something for a very long time. I think at some point early on, she figured out. Oh, lost my place. She figured out his secret, hence why she would state some days he loves her and other days he doesn't. But instead of opening up to someone so important to his brother,
You really?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep having these revelations here through this entire thing. Here. Oh yeah, that
Did
makes
we
sense
see the
now.
same movie?
Yeah.
but instead of opening up to someone so important to his brother, Borden doubled down and made Sarah think that she was insane and unloved. So she took her own life due to all the pain. Made me wonder how the two brothers confronted each other after the situation.
and I don't get how they are okay with that. Like,
One of them dying.
yeah, like how are you okay with letting your
probably
wife kill
wasn't.
herself and the brothers?
He
Like-
probably wasn't.
It's probably hurt
but
by it. You know?
That's why I thought it was a clone because like
Yeah, this movie makes you think one thing, but they revealed it early on. It's just
I
it's
guess I'm
a
just
double,
stupid.
yeah.
I guess
well,
I'm
like,
just
did
super
he
stupid.
even confirm it? I thought it just seemed like Hugh Jackman. He was like a twin, like question mark. But I don't remember him
I think-
answering.
I think it was a twin the whole time. Like it wasn't a clone because
He did say
he only sent
I'm still gonna believe it's a fucking clone.
No, he said it was his twin brother.
he only sent
He said
Angier to
that.
America to get him away.
no. I see what you're saying about the clone thing because you know the keyword that he mentions Tesla.
Tesla.
So that's literally his connection to Tesla.
Yeah,
And
but at
Tesla
the
was
very
making a
end of the
machine.
book, when Angier finishes it, he's like, "And I've lied this whole time. I sent you to America. Have a good trip."
But he somehow still got
Yeah, he still got
somehow
Tesla
got
to build it.
Yeah,
But if this was Tesla's first time building it, that means he couldn't have built it before for Borden.
yeah.
That's true.
So I don't think it was a clone. I think it was a genuine twin brother.
Can we get to the next part?
All right, next part. Angier meeting Tesla. After his obsession with learning Borden's trick leads him to America, Angier soon meets Tesla to build him a machine to replicate the trick. I liked how much they're in. I like how much they threw in like a bunch of Tesla references, like him being the master of electricity, wanting to provide free energy for the people, and Edison's men hunting him down. Overall, it was a twist when Tesla made a duplicating machine that actually worked. So
How did they not die with that much electricity hitting them?
Because he's a master of electricity. I heard stories that he could actually do that, but I don't know how true that is.
He was better than Edison.
Oh, now do we realize that though?
Yeah.
Probably less efficient though.
Yeah, because alternating currents just like random.
Well, that's also why Edison's the famous one, because
He's like, that's dangerous,
well,
guys.
no, because you're gonna make money going his way, but not Tesla's way.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he monopolized the electrical market, and he's the one who put on like dials outside of the houses, so he
That's
could charge
why we
people.
have electric bills.
Yep.
Yeah, because he put the dials outside
Screw you,
people's
bro.
houses. Be like, all right, you're paying me this much money.
I want some free electricity.
We should have had Tesla.
But yeah, it was a really cool scene.
I like Tesla's actor.
Yeah,
He was cool.
He was cool. So some thoughts I had while watching the movie is, how did the two brothers live their whole life as alive? That's quite the dedication.
Yeah.
Imagine the rivalry they must have had some at times though.
Yeah,
I feel
definitely disagreements. It's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. It's like,
Especially if you're going to jail and being hung.
yeah. But I mean, he probably did feel guilty about killing his brother's wife. So
That's one. Like, can I talk about the Hugh Jackman sending Christian Bale to jail yet, or is that later?
oh yeah, we can talk about that now.
Basically, I found this part very dark when because Hugh Jackman killed his clone or himself or whichever version of him it was, and then we find out that even though Christian Bale hated Hugh Jackman in this movie, he would not wish death upon him. So he tried to save him, but wrong place, wrong time. He goes to jail, and Hugh Jackman is still walking free alive. And
Yeah,
not
that's
only does he take it a step further by ruining his life, but he takes the daughter as well.
Yeah, that is
So
pretty.
that was
pretty
very
dark. Yeah. So after Angier dying, revealing. So let's talk about that scene. I think that's everyone's favorite scene. Angier dying while revealing how he did the transported man. So he gave his motives to why he even went into magic business, even though his family was well off. And he also revealed his intense dedication to do the trick, not knowing if it would be him or the clone dying every night. And I wonder if he completed his 100th show, because that would mean there's 100 tubs of corpses. But yeah, that whole twist at the end was pretty dramatic and I think well executed.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What was your favorite moments? Was it this one?
Yeah, it was the whole reveal there and realizing how dark things get towards the end there. It was very well put together.
What do you think people are gonna think, like when they go to put out the fire and there's just a bunch of the same guy dead in there?
Maybe his body gets cooked. I don't know.
Yeah, but they're all in tanks.
And
like,
the machine
They
wasn't
get
spoiled.
boiled. Yeah, get boiled.
but they're still gonna be identical bones.
Yeah.
I don't think they had the technology to identify people through bones though, so
Maybe this started the Great Fire in London, so nobody cares because everything burned. It's like, oh shit, well, we got to rebuild the whole city now.
I still can't
Well-
believe that by coincidence he fucking found someone who could make him a cloning machine.
Yeah, that part was a little bit of a stretch in the movie.
So I had in my notes that Borden was seemingly happy at the end because he came out on top.
Mhm.
But how was he okay with losing his wife and putting her through all the pain of thinking he didn't love her and he was cheating?
I think he was happy because he was finally free. Like, he didn't have to
He was
live as a
able-
double anymore.
maybe. Or he was going to see his wife again, but even though he left the daughter. But he left the daughter to his brother at that point.
Well, she's talking about the very, very end when he takes his daughter home.
Oh, that guy.
That
I
guy.
thought
When
we were-
Christian Bale takes his daughter home.
Is that his daughter or is that the brother? who
That's
takes
his
it?
own daughter because it's the brother who took the fall for
This
it.
is so confusing. Who is who at this point?
But yeah, it was pretty intense. Yeah, the whole movie just bitter rivalry.
What about Michael Caine, aka John Cutter? Did he know at the end there what was about to happen? Because he obviously passed the guy who was about to kill Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Like, he knew that?
No.
Okay.
So
I don't
any
know if he did or not.
any
so.
moments do you guys think should be cut in this film or changed?
I didn't like Borden killing the birds.
Yeah, that was
fucked.
I mean, it's terrible.
Well, it shows
Well,
his
he didn't kill the bird. It was his magician.
assistant.
No, he's the assistant.
Oh, right. I think it shows his dedication to art. I mean, he's living his whole life as a lie, so why not kill a few birds? What is you guys' final rating for this movie?
Still 9.
Still 9? 9 for
Yeah,
me as
9.
well. So this IMDb audience member also gave it a 9 out of 10. Around the turn of the century, Robert Angier and his wife, Julia McCollin, and Alfred Borden are assistant to the magician Cutter. Due to hubris, Julia is killed in one of these tricks. It sets off a combative obsession between Angier and Borden that ends in their eventual destruction. Rebecca Hall and Scarlett Johansson play other love interests. This is a dense, complicated plot. If you figured it out before the ending, then you're much smarter than me. Christopher Nolan and his brother have woven an intrigue story of obsession and revenge. The twist will leave you stunned. The reveals of the tricks are jaw-dropping. It doesn't get more mind-blowing than this one. In a way, the flash forwards are not that necessary. It throws a complicated story into more confusion. It's too much. The movie may have been better if it was straightforward. Personally, I like the challenge.
Yeah, no.
So I don't get their complaint. Because they say
You had a complaint?
well, because they were saying like the flash forwards and stuff were too confusing, but they also like the challenge. I think it was good the way it was with all the cutting of the scenes.
Yeah, you could. It wasn't super hard to tell what scenes were from like the past and the future and shit. You
Yeah.
could tell by their clothes and the. Yeah, usually by the clothes because like when they're famous in the future, you know they have nice suits and shit.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the whole diary thing, like
The cipher shit.
Yeah, the cipher stuff. I really like that.
Mm-hmm. This Metacritic reviewer gave it 83 out of 100. The prestige isn't art, but it reaps a lot of fun out of the question. How did they do that? And this Rotten Tomato audience member gave it a 5 out of 5. One of the most amazing plot twists in movies that I've ever seen. It's simple, yet it tricks us. Like Aleksey still figuring it out.
I'd agree. Yeah.
Still
I
fighting.
think I'm
new
just
shit
stupid. I
today.
think I'm just stupid. So
This Rotten Tomato critic gave it a fresh. Some may struggle with its story within a story within a story and a non-linear structure, but the payoff is well worth the head scratching.
Did you know that the cat got cloned?
yes, I did.
And so did the hats.
What about the hats?
Yes, I did.
They were all his hats.
As a question.
It was actually that's the scene that made me get that. Oh, he made a cloning machine.
They literally had to point it out to you.
Like, yeah, oh, we got a clone. Oh, look, we got 2 cats now. Cool. Oh, we got multiple hats. It works.
Check out our previous Come Up podcast. If you've enjoyed this one so far, we upload new episodes weekly. Also, check out our Patreon. Any help is greatly appreciated. Now, time for content we've seen this week. What are some shows or movies you guys watched in the past 2 weeks, actually?
I watched the first season of Stranger Things.
Oh, snap.
I don't
really
remember
good.
much of it.
Pick you.
I don't remember much from
never
when I first saw it.
Yeah,
I saw the first episode, but I didn't like it.
I only saw the first one as well.
Before that, when it came out on release, I saw 2 episodes and then I dropped it.
That's when I
Yeah, that's
watched
But
how
it.
it really picks up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it really picks up.
Yeah, it is. It was a huge show back in when it first came out. So
Season 4 comes out next year.
Oh, really? They're still continuing?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I watched Red Notice.
You watched Red Notice? We did too.
So it wasn't.
I can set it up.
It was okay.
Red Notice released November 12th of 2021. Plot: an Interpol agent tracks the world's most wanted art thief. Rated PG-13. Directed by Rawson Marshall Thuber. Starring Dwayne Johnson, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot. I rated a 6.5 out of 10. How about you?
7.
5.
5?
All right. So I don't know what you guys think about the twist at the end.
I didn't expect it to be
Yeah,
honest.
I was
Okay,
kind of
good.
surprised, but it
Was
still,
Dwayne
like,
Johnson Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah. No. Basically, we can do.
I'm not going to
spoilers,
watch
right?
this movie, so I don't care.
Let's
Dwayne
still keep it a
Johnson
little.
was,
Let's,
like, the bad
let's still
guy.
keep it a little
Oh,
spoil free.
can I say spoiler warning first, at least?
They already said it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Basically, what happens is, so there's like the bishop, right?
Mhm. Which is
there-
Gal
would-
Gadot. Yep.
Gal Gadot is the bishop. Which
I'm
is
already
this,
confused.
which,
What the fuck is a bishop?
which is this art thief or
Yeah,
just
pretty much
thief.
an art thief.
Like the biggest art thief.
And
That's-
basically, so Dwayne Johnson is this what is
He's
it?
pretending to be like
He's-
an investigator.
He's an
Investi-
FBI agent,
yeah.
is what they said.
FBI agent who is trying to capture the bishop, and Ryan Reynolds is also like one of the best art thieves out there. And so, in order to
Capture the bishop.
capture the bishop, they team up to capture the bishop. But we find out later on that
Dwayne Johnson is
Dwayne-
dating the bishop.
yeah, so there's two bishops at the end. So,
Okay.
so it's just a nice.
I like
twist.
May's answer better.
Shut up! I'm bad at explaining.
I think it's another example of big names don't mean a good movie.
Yes.
Which is something that I keep telling May.
Well, I don't like either of those actors. So.
I know, but you always watch movies. You're like, oh look, this actor's in it. It's gonna be good. And it's like, and then we watch it, and it's like, oh,
this
that was
one's not
kind of
good.
sucky.
I think that rule kind of applies depending on the actor, because some actors, they read their scripts, and they genuinely debate if they should be in this movie depending on how good the script is.
That's true, but I feel like those are a little
Far
less
and far-
common. Yeah, far and
Yeah.
few between.
I will say that like Dwayne Johnson and Ryan Reynolds, their way of acting is being a bit stretched out now. So they're always playing the same character at this point. Like every movie.
Was The Rock strong in this one?
Yeah,
Actually,
obvious.
surprisingly, not as much though.
Not much fighting, but he durable. Say that.
And Ryan
He's
Reynolds
durable.
always has his one-liners.
Yeah, always.
But yeah, I feel
And-
like it was kind of a letdown of a movie.
You guys know that he's always playing that weird jungle character, right? He's got the jungle shirt, the cargo pants, and all that. They managed to get that version of Dwayne The Rock Johnson in this movie as well. They're like, come on, guys.
Come on.
They managed to get him in this as
We
well.
got Jungle Cruise in here?
Yeah.
They had him
And
wear that.
Jumanji.
Exactly. They managed to get that character in this as well.
Yeah,
Like,
there was a jungle scene towards the end. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Every single time.
All right. Another movie me and May watched was Antlers, released October 29th of 2021. Plot. In an isolated Oregon town, a middle school teacher and her sheriff brother become embroiled with an enigmatic student whose dark secrets lead to terrifying encounters with an ancestral creature. Rated R, directed by Scott Cooper, starring Kerry Russell, Jesse Plemons, and Jeremy T. Thomas. I rated it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I think about a 6. I mostly liked it, but I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Huh.
I felt like the story seemed interesting at first, but it didn't really go anywhere. The characters weren't fleshed out enough, and the monster reveal wasn't really scary.
I keep thinking Antlers is related to that movie with the goat boy.
Oh, right. We didn't watch
Are you
that
talking
one.
about? Wait, Goat Boy.
You don't remember? It was called Lamb or something.
Oh,
We saw the
Oh,
trailer
the
for
baby
it.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lamb.
We still have
That's
No,
we haven't
Antlers
watched it.
is
Just
the
thinking about
Wendigo.
Yeah.
Wendigo. I said
Oh,
Wendigoon.
Wendigo, the YouTube
There's the
channel.
Wendigo.
Well, yeah, it's the Wendigo, and I don't know. It just wasn't that great a movie. Could have been a lot better. They set it up, but then they didn't have any payoff.
Speaking of this, did you guys watch Clifford?
I
May
tried
did.
to.
Javier
No one
did.
got that.
I didn't
no one got
finish
that
it.
stupid joke because it has nothing related to this movie.
That was a joke.
Yeah. I
I watched the
speaking
TV
of
show.
this, have you guys watched the Clifford movie?
I watched the TV show.
Yeah, I tried to watch it. It was
Was the
boring.
Mexican dog in it? The yellow one?
You mean Beverly Hills Chihuahua?
What?
No,
little yellow dog.
T-Bone.
Who's
T-Bone, that's right. I
Clifford.
forgot about T-Bone.
Bro, why the fuck don't you know Clifford?
I know.
Yeah, he's a
I know
character of
Clifford. And that's it. I know the
He's
big red
Clifford's
dog.
best friend. That's a dog.
Whatever happened to his true best friend, the little girl?
Emily Elizabeth, she's in the movie.
Yeah, but no other dog.
It's basically like her owner.
I thought you were talking about some
Yeah,
Beverly
the
Hills
movie
Chihuahua
was
dog.
Parent, basically.
The movie was good until it got to like the cliche children.
I
Well,
felt like
yeah.
it was
Ending.
cliche the whole time.
The entire thing, yeah. It's
Well,
just
like- There's always the cliche thing where like, oh, someone's trying to take him. We have to go save him.
yeah. It's a typical family movie.
Huh.
Anything else you guys watched?
I watched last night. I watched Mission Impossible 2, 3, and part of 4.
Oh my goodness.
So-
You went in a Mission Impossible marathon.
Yeah, I did.
How was it?
It was good. I enjoy it. some reason, the only one I remember really well is the third one.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's the villain that I remember the most. Maybe it's because I just don't like him.
Would you say like Mission Impossible better than 007?
Oh yeah, hands down.
Tom Cruise saving the world is better
Yeah,
because his eyes aren't blue.
yeah. I just also like Tom Cruise.
You like the Scientology angle better?
The what?
The Scientology
Because he's
angle?
a Scientologist.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But no, I just like the Mission Impossible movies. They're fun.
Dun, dun,
Sick.
dun, dun, dun. I like the music. Dun, dun,
It's better than
dun,
007.
Shut your mouth.
All right.
hate.
Oh, whoop. I also watched Family Guy season 4. Finally finished it. Slowly getting through.
What'd you think of it? Any more laughs?
I liked it better than the last few seasons, to be honest. So this is where it starts to get more into, you know, like its crudeness.
I seriously can't with Family Guy anymore.
Right now, it's balanced out because they're not as clean as they were on the first 3 seasons. Because I feel like back then they were basically The Simpsons.
I felt their jokes were more clever though.
They
A little bit, yeah. Sometimes. But now they're starting to do they're starting to be a little bit more crude. It's not to the point where I hate the show, but it's I actually enjoy this season a lot more because it's like balanced out between the two.
I went to install a countertop a couple days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Family Guy was in the background, and I physically was like repulsed
It's like I can't watch the show anymore.
because it was like a family of like 34-year-olds, and I don't know. It's not like the show has to appeal to like a younger audience, but I don't know. I just feel like I kind of grown out of like
That-
Family Guy's bog standard typical
That's true.
jokes.
But to be fair, this show came out in '99, so some people probably grew up with it, and that's their go-to show.
For me, it's okay background noise just as long as it's before season 10.
Yeah, I'm not excited for the later seasons, but I said I was gonna do this, so I'm slowly getting through it.
The last like big episode that I even remember is the bank episode.
Oh, that was an iconic episode. That's
Yeah,
probably
that one was good.
that's probably the best episode in the series. Anyway, do you remember that episode?
What episode?
The one where Stewie and Brian are trapped in the bank.
Oh, I hated that.
You hated
It was-
that episode. That was
It
the
was
best episode.
boring.
Oh my god! Because it was the most important topic, and
Well, I
To
just
the show
didn't-
anyway.
I don't like Brian very much in the older episodes. Okay.
older episodes.
That
That
was
was
like
like
season-
2012 or some
yeah,
shit.
that was like season 8.
Yeah, season 8.
Oh my god!
I just didn't like Brian.
I thought you
in that
said
episode.
everything
I didn't-
under season 10 was good.
Most things. I just didn't like Brian. Okay.
Do you like it when Peter takes a shit on the ground? Is that is that more your style? Yeah. Okay.
Peter, why did you take a shit on the
my
front of the ship? It's called a.
I
poop
hate
deck.
seeing Family Guy on my fucking timeline on Facebook.
Yeah, that
It's
is
always
annoying.
some clickbait fucking clip, and I like pass it by it. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is Lois going to jail?
I used to. I remember I used to click on a clip or two on YouTube, and then all my recommended would just be Family Guy. I'm like, I'm never doing this again. If you click on one,
Yeah,
they're all
usually.
going to be Family Guy. All right, now let's roll the credits. You guys got any recommendation for any media?
No.
Amphibia, which I'm going to start soon.
Ooh.
Owl House, if
Owl
for
House is dope.
Alexi specifically.
I know you guys have a lot of stuff to recommend to me.
The Infinity Train, it's
I know.
so good, dude. The last season was the ending was a little
No spoilers for me.
no, it was just
watch
it wasn't as intense as season
Okay.
as season 3.
Right. Okay.
I think season 3 is probably my favorite season.
What about you, Alexi?
I got nothing.
What about you?
I
man?
have some plot twist movies if you want more of those.
What you got?
Shutter Island is my favorite
Mm-hmm.
with Leonardo DiCaprio,
Mm-hmm.
and then The Sixth Sense. That's an older one, but
I know that Fight Club has a big twist. I don't
Oh,
know
yes.
it yet because I haven't seen it, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably see it soon.
I'm recommending a YouTube channel. It's called Weird History because sometimes I fall asleep to random history facts, and their channel is like about what it was like to be a peasant in medieval times.
Huh.
Probably
It's a-
pretty shitty.
Yeah, it's just things, just random weird facts like that. Just videos about that sort of thing. Like, what was it like to be, I don't know,
A loser.
yeah, a loser, I guess.
What's it like to not have power?
So, what is our plan for next week? I gotta open up. I don't know if anybody has even voted on the poll. To be honest,
I don't
I
want
have
to.
no clue.
There was a poll.
I'll check. Yeah, I put up a poll.
Oh, I didn't know. I
For next
don't want to
one.
watch House of Gucci.
We'll see. We'll see. I
I'm
don't know
gonna
if
watch
anybody's
it.
voting.
It
doesn't
looks.
seem interesting
It's
to me.
looking better to me now.
I
God,
can't
these
see the
freaking
poll.
allergies, bro. I had my freaking nose is itchy.
Do you see the poll on our channel?
I want to see more action. What, you got a problem with that?
Just put up a vote in.
I want mindless action.
Yeah, that's that's the problem.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do? Encanto,
You know what?
House of Gucci,
I
For
or
you
think
guys,
Resident Evil?
Encanto
I
would
think-
probably be more.
For you guys, I
You guys
will
think so?
actually watch House of Gucci
We're
if you guys
gonna.
really
We're
want.
probably gonna watch Encanto.
Why?
Well, I voted for House of Gucci.
Oh, so
Well,
you vote for House
I'm,
of
I'm
Gucci?
fine with either.
If you guys
I'm-
want to do House of Gucci, I will do it.
What's
And-
your vote then? She voted House of Gucci.
You know what?
What's
I'll
your
go
final
House of
answer?
Gucci.
All right, fine. I'll watch House of Gucci.
All right, that's the.
I mean, I was gonna watch it by myself anyway.
Yay,
so.
Lady Gaga.
No, if I'm going, you're gonna have to. I'm going along with you then, because I'm not gonna watch that movie by myself.
All
Good.
right. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for visiting the Sleeping Cinema. Until next week. Peace.